Hello everyone, I'm Rodney from 3GameMan.com, and today I'm having a look at another modular power supply. Something we all need in our computer system is an excellent power supply. This one is from FSP. It is their Hydro G 750 watt model. It is 80 plus gold certified, comes with Japanese capacitors, a great fan, also looks awesome, and comes with a 5-year warranty. Let's have a look. The box it comes in is very informative. It has pictures of the product on it, plus lots of features and specifications about it. They include stickers. Now this is something that you don't see very often, but it's good, right? If you want to customize the look of the power supply for your particular gaming build. As well, a user's manual and information on recycling. On the left here, we have a box, and in it, flat, flexible, modular leads, as well as a power cord and black screws for mounting the power supply in the case. The power supply itself is packaged very well, and it's in a plastic bag. This looks pretty sweet, doesn't it? I'll have a peek a little later on. Let's first get all of the specifications out of the way. Now currently, there are 3 power supplies in the Hydro series, the 650, the 750, this one, and the 850. And of course, I will be reviewing the 750 watt model. Now, let's talk wattage. And to understand that, you need to know what rails are. And I'm sure many of you do know that, but let's go through it anyway. Rails are basically well-regulated transformers which convert domestic current into the voltages that your computer system can use. And there are essentially 2 different rails, the 3.3/5 volt rail and the 12 volt rail. In this particular case, the approximate maximum peak output of the 3.3/5 volt rail is 150 watts and the 12 volt is 750 watts, which is essentially how the wattage of this power supply is determined. Now the 3.3/5 volt rail is responsible for the motherboard, memory, PCI cards, and so on, while the 12 volt rail is responsible for the hard drives, optical drives, fans, CPU, video cards, etc. It's also important to know the peak amps on each rail. Well, in this case, the 3.3 volt and the 12 volt rails are both 25 amps each, and it has a pretty strong plus 12 volt rail, a single one, which is 62.5 amps. Now when selecting a power supply, please remember, don't cheap out. Usually a good bet is to get one that's brand name. So let's go through a number of things that you need to remember when choosing a power supply. The first is wattage. Determine how much wattage you are actually going to require by, of course, the amount of hardware that you will be installing. Now, generally speaking, a medium to high-end gaming rig would require a 500 to 700 watt power supply. For a hardcore system, select a power supply that's around 800 watts. So, this power supply would kind of be in that category. If, however, you are building an extreme gaming rig with a top-of-the-line multiple video card setup with lots of other hardware, select a power supply that's 1000 watts or greater. Second, it should be at or above 80% efficiency, and this power supply's efficiency is up to 90% at typical load. Third, it should meet the latest ATX and other current standards, environmental directives, over voltage, under voltage, and other protections, and this power supply meets all current standards. Fourth, choose a power supply that has APFC. APFC, or active power factor correction, assists the power supply in being more efficient and therefore stable under load. APFC basically reduces total harmonics, corrects input voltage, and it allows for full input voltage range. Thankfully, this power supply has APFC. Fifth, there are 3 main certifications: 80 plus, NVIDIA SLI, and AMD Crossfire. Many of today's high-end power supply will meet one or more of these certifications, and this power supply meets the 80 plus gold certification. Sixth, look for a power supply that uses Japanese capacitors because it really ensures a more reliable product than a power supply with low-grade capacitors. And thankfully, this power supply has Japanese capacitors. Finally, get a power supply that has enough leads for your setup. Also consider one like this one that has a modular design because it reduces the cable mess inside of the case. It is also extremely important to get a power supply with an excellent warranty, and this power supply comes with a 5-year warranty. Okay, so let's have a closer look. It is all black, and I think the styling is quite unique, and it's mainly due to the distinctive fan grille and the ventilation holes. And remember, you have these stickers, so you can put one on either side to match your gaming build. As well, they include a super quiet 135mm fluid dynamic bearing fan, and of course it has lots of ventilation holes, so it will remain cool in just about any environment. Here's the power switch and the power cord connection. And it's 100% modular. That is just awesome because you only need to use the cables required. That will keep the clutter out of the inside of the case. Plus, they have flat, flexible black leads, and these things you can route just about anywhere. As well, all of the modular connectors are labeled. So let's have a listen to the 135mm fan. Now, depending upon load, the fan will actually shut down. So this is probably what's going to happen here because I'm just jumping the power supply. This power supply is stylish. You can customize the looks with the included stickers. It has Japanese capacitors, a quiet 135mm fan, completely modular, awesome flat flexible leads, and a 5-year warranty. Also keep in mind that you can get this in a 650 watt model and an 850 watt model, so some choice there. Overall, this is a 100% kick-ass product. Until next time, take care. Well, that's it, but I hope you enjoyed the review, and if you think this and other videos that I produce are great, please like them and subscribe to the channel. Also, your comments are very welcome, and if you have any questions, let me know.